What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Over the past few weeks I've debated the monetary value of rugby players. Are they worth more? How much should they be earning? Me personally, I feel they definitely deserve more. But the problem we're facing right now is that rugby isn't big enough. The sport hasn't hit the world by storm yet, and therefore there's not big enough niche for these guys to earn enough. Hence why I've been a big supporter of investment in rugby. We've recently heard of the latest investments from Silver Lake looking to invest 15%, to taking ownership of 15% of New Zealand rugby, worth $2 billion. The Sharks taking 51% because of the MVM holdings, and now they're sitting at receiving millions of dollars into the brand, giving the opportunity to grow and develop, giving the opportunity to get it out there. We obviously know of CVC getting a stake in Pro 14, as well as looking at investing in Six Nations. All these things are good news, and I know a lot of people agree to disagree on this topic because you do not want money to take over the sport. You rather want to see players play for pride rather than money. I am fully in agreement with you there. I wouldn't want to see the sport get tarnished into fraud and into corruption and all the crap that what we've seen happen in FIFA. I agree with you, and I'm fully with it. But giving an opportunity to players and teams by investing in them is just allowing more growth. It is allowing more exposure. And how do we do that? Well, we grow the leagues. Look at what the Rugby World Cup did for a team like Japan, or a country like Japan. It brought in tourism to the level that was like no other. It created a tournament that was so special and unique and had such a great feeling to it. It brought in an opportunity for more people to acknowledge that Japan Provincial League is growing and developing. I mean, Robbie Deansley said the other day that the top 6 teams in the Japan Top League could be worthy of Six Nations, Super Rugby competitive level. And I agree. The more, the merrier. And the amount of players that are going overseas, like the Bowden Barretts and all the guys from South Africa and overseas, they're getting the opportunity to go play there. So growing this is good. So having tournaments and introducing tournaments like that has just grown. And we've seen Japan flourish. By beating the Springboks, did a number of wonders and put them on the map. And we need to do this in more countries, like our Germanys, our Romanias, our Spains, our USAs. All countries around the world to develop. Bringing a tournament like the World Cup into these smaller nations, or when I say smaller nations, I mean a nation that doesn't know rugby. It's giving an opportunity to grow the sport into the communities, into the schools, into the colleges, and then boom, they grow internationally. Now rugby in America is obviously taking off slowly, but it's at least growing. People are noticing it. People are talking about it more, but not enough has been done. And why I keep talking about America, and a lot of you disagree with me on this point, is because that's where the money is. It's where the money sits. And that's where the big companies like Silver Lake, MVM Holdings are sitting. And by introducing the sport and getting more exposure to the States, gives us opportunity for more investment companies to invest in these rugby players. Therefore, salaries can increase. Andre Pollard probably is on the top 3 earners with Matt Giddo. Actually, Matt Giddo's the top. They're earning what? A couple bar a year. Football players like Leo Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar, all these guys pretty much match that salary in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Because there's exposure, there's investment, there's owners that own the teams. And FIFA pretty much kind of don't always ever say. And it gives them the control to do what they wanted to take care of their own. Now there's risks value in that, because these guys can become greedy. And maybe soccer is not a bigger sport to compare to a physical sport like rugby. But if we look at the top richest sports in the world right now, rugby doesn't feature in the top 10. The top 3 are all American based. Baseball, NFL, ice hockey, NBA. Those teams have loads of money invested in. And it's just in the States, guys. There's no international there. It is just in the States. Now, if you hit a market like rugby into the States and grow it and increase the opportunity to the communities and to the schools, to the colleges and to the brands and to the businesses, more people notice it and put their hands in their pockets and start reaching out to teams, reaching out to opportunities, like taking ownership of a percentage of an international team, taking ownership of a potential tournament, taking ownership of a provincial tournament, therefore giving them the opportunity to invest more, to look after our stadiums, to look after our players, to look after the staff, to look after the people behind the scenes who put in so much effort in order to get the sport out there. It's creating opportunities for those guys who are just as important as the ones who put their bodies on the line to play the sport. There's money out there, and especially in a year of COVID-19, which 2020 took away financial opportunities for so many teams. You can't have stadiums, you can't have people watching. We've seen thousands of sporting opportunities lose out money because of this exact type of virus. But if you had the backing of international squads, if you had the backing of international firms and all that stuff, then it might be a little bit easier. They'll have backup expenditure and not be suffering like what we're suffering right now. The EP Kings in South Africa couldn't even afford to play a game of rugby due to their financial state. How many more countries or teams, provincially, colleges, international, are in this exact same situation? By introducing the sport all around the world, just opens up more and more opportunity to the world. I may be talking a lot of crap to some of you right now, but I just feel if we get the sport out there, we're going to grow it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. It's an interesting debate, and I want to give it to you guys in the comment section to discuss it further. That's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you real soon for another one. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.